Fasting Against Diabetes, Starving the Sugar Demon, by Laing Z. Matthews. Part of Fasting Against Disease, 11 books. Earn rewards with an Amazon.ca Rewards MasterCard. Unlock a $15 gift card if approved. Terms apply. Fasting Against Diabetes, Starving the Sugar Demon is not a diet manual. It is a liberation text, a map for those ready to walk out of the prison of type 2 diabetes. Not with more medication, but with less interference. Not with gimmicks, but with rhythm, clarity, and the rediscovery of what the body was always capable of doing, healing itself. This book is both personal and practical. Written by a spiritual author who lost his mother to diabetic complications, despite guiding her into reduced carbohydrate intake and early fasting practice. This work is both a tribute and a turning point. It is for everyone who has watched a loved one fade slowly under the weight of management protocols. It is also for those who still carry the diagnosis and wonder, is this really permanent? The answer, backed by science and soul, is no. Type 2 diabetes is reversible. The body is not broken. The cure is already within, but it must be given space to speak. The book dismantles myths that dominate modern diabetes care, that it must be managed for life, that food must be eaten every few hours, that hunger is dangerous, that medication is the only way forward. Instead, it reframes fasting not as starvation, but as restoration. Fasting calms the insulin chaos. It burns toxic reserves. It cools chronic inflammation. It breaks dopamine addiction to sugar, snacking, and stimulation. It does what no pill can. It teaches the body to remember its own rhythm. But this book goes beyond biology. It sees fasting as sacred, as a spiritual rhythm long known by mystics, monks, yogis, and healers. It argues that the modern epidemic of metabolic illness is not just a medical failure, but a spiritual forgetting. We've forgotten how to be empty, how to be still, how to stop feeding what is killing us, physically, emotionally, and energetically. The chapters guide the reader through why the standard approach to diabetes often fails, how fasting works at the cellular and hormonal levels, step-by-step approaches to different fast types, from daily windows to extended fasts, how to taper medication safely with medical support, how to reintroduce food respectfully after fasting, how to eat for long-term metabolic peace, not obsession, how to restore emotional sovereignty around hunger and food, how fasting reveals deeper truths about presence, healing, and purpose. The tone is warm, but no nonsense. It refuses to